Hey, yo, what's up, guys? Hey, this is Jason Dames. I'm with Final Start Fitness, and I just had a little minute here. I wanted to stop, and I've been thinking about this topic a lot, but it has a little bit to do with your central nervous system, how it really is going to impact your overall health. If you're the person that, man, you're doing a lot of the things you think are right, you think you're eating healthy, you're going to the gym an extreme amount, but not really seeing the results that you're really trying to accomplish, well, it might be due to this very fact. You see, I just want to help you understand that if you're in a what's called a flight or fight state more than you are in what's called a rest or digest state, it's gonna drive inflammation in the body. And if you have a lot of inflammation in the body, you're gonna have hormones start to go in the wrong direction, which is gonna make it very, very difficult for you to lose weight. And a lot of the things that you're doing might end up being counterproductive, like being in the gym. Some of those good things might end up being counterproductive to the results that you're trying to get. And so what I really want to help you understand, I just wanted to jump on here for a second and help you understand that, like, hey, maybe you're that person that you are doing a couple of those things right, but on top of that, you are, you've got a high demand at the house. You're trying to take care of your kids, or maybe you're the guy that's got a lot of stress out at work. You're also taking your kids to the ball game, trying to keep things organized. There's all these other stressors, plus on top of, so many different demands that you have. And then you add on a lot of strength training or resistance training or cardio exercises on top of that. Well, essentially, if I like to think of it as an analogy like this, but like if you were building a brick wall and you had somebody coming along and they were kicking down the bricks faster than what you could essentially build the bricks, you're never going to have a wall built, right? And so that's essentially what's happening in our body. Our body's constantly breaking down and then it's rebuilding itself, okay? And so if your body's not able to recover and build new cells, new hormones, new enzymes, new muscle tissue in a state, if it's not able to rebuild and you're breaking it down faster because you're always in the stress state, everything else is essentially going to be more counterproductive. And so you're doing all this hard work but not really getting anywhere, and that's where a lot of you might be. And so some people that I talk to, and it seems to me like it's a lot of times the real go-getter type people, I almost have to coach them to kind of like, hey, let's scale back a little bit on some of those things. Let's make some priorities, but maybe we need to sleep, get better recovery and sleep more, which is hard for some people to do. Maybe we need to create times where we have less stress or cut out some of the things in our life that are causing some of that stress, because we already have it, like you said, at work, and there's no kind of getting around it. There's two types of stressors. There's ones that you can manage, and then ones that you are way out of your control. And so, the ones that are out of your control are like a death in the family. You can't really control that, but prioritizing your life and maybe cutting some of those things out that are causing your stress could be control, or working on some relationships or things that are driving some of that stress in your life. And so essentially we don't want more stress. We don't want to be in that fight or flight state more often than we are in a rest and digest state. Recovery is where all the magic happens, and so there has to be somewhat of a balance. There'll be times when there's more than not, but you don't want to stay in that state chronically. And so if you're that person and you're just not getting anywhere, maybe step back and take a look at that, man. Like, just it's hard with different personalities too. We all are wired a little bit different, but hopefully that information really helps. Just wanted to share something I've been thinking about a lot. This is something that I see so often that people don't really consider. They're trying to do a lot of the good things, but not really getting the results that they're wanting. And so it's not so much about how much you're doing, it's more about what you're doing. People are always pulling the more trigger, thinking they're just gonna more is better. If this works, then more of it's better, right? And so it's not always the case. Sometimes you just cutting back some, getting some more rest, and working smarter, working hard while you're in the gym, but maybe not as much. Cutting back some of that, you might be able to get more results with less amount of time doing that approach. Maybe 3 to 4 days a week of training versus 6 to 7 days of 2 hours, which a lot of people are doing. You might find that you get better results because the recovery is better, and that's where you actually build muscle, or that's where you actually have really good things happen. when that you're in that state. So I know I just kind of went on with a little bit more of a tangent, but guys, peace out. If you like this information, feel free to like, subscribe, share this information. We love you guys. God bless and peace.